Hey everybody, thanks for watching again. Another review. We're going to do Betty Brant from the new Superior Foes of Spider-Man. Betty Brant at first you would probably look at and be like, why did they make a Betty Brant? Remember when they made Mary Jane from like the Web of Spider-Man set way back in the day? Why would they make that piece? Like it was useless. That's not true. It did have the Spider-Man team ability, which made it somewhat useful. But anyway, let's talk about Betty Brant today. So she has a couple of interesting things, and that's why I wanted to talk about her. First one is called The World Needs to Know Your Gossip. Do you remember that? You remember that from the Superman set? And you had Clark Kent, and they had all the reporters, and they had The World Needs to Know stuff. Well, her power allows you to choose a character within 4 squares and line of fire, and then until your next turn, that character can't be healed. So you're running into a tricky thing with somebody who's got regeneration. And I remember Mac and I played a game one time, and his character just wouldn't die. So there you go. Set her up there. You can't use regen anymore. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for 15 points, right? So next we've got, I'll prove my husband was not the Hobgoblin, even if I have to retrieve every glider. So it's top dial, so you don't have to do anything to like activate it or anything. It'll be on the first click. And basically what that does, it's a unique modifier, so it's not going to work if you have like 20 Betty Brants. But every character that has a flight symbol is going to -1 to speed. So just for having her on the map, that's it. You just put her on the map, 15 points. All your flying characters -1 to speed. So that's pretty good. That's basically perplexing every flying character's speed down by 1 just for having her on your team. And she's 15 points. Like, I've made teams where I had a margin of 15 points because I just couldn't fill it. Pretty good. If the character's the Hobgoblin, however, it gets -1 to all its combat values. So what is the likelihood that somebody's going to play a Hobgoblin in a meta team? I don't think it's really going to happen. But the Hobgoblin's pretty cool. He's got some other things going for it. You'll probably face it at some point in time. If you're playing a sealed tournament, well, you're more than likely going to come across it at one point, so I'd put her on her team just for that. Now, if we take a look at her dial, you can see that her second click, she's got Perplex. She doesn't have any damage throughout the whole thing. But on her second click, she's still got her, her I'll prove my husband was the Hobgoblin power. But she's also got Perplex. So now you've got a 15-point piece with Perplex plus the flying modifier or Hobgoblin modifier, plus that can't be healed thing, and then she can boost other people. Again, 15 points. And then if you push her one more time, or if she takes one damage somehow without being killed, then she gets Defend at 14 and Support. So Defend is kind of a neat thing because you can replace her damage value, her defense value with your character's defense or another character's defense value. And at first you'd be like, well, why would you want to replace somebody's defense value with 14? Easy, because when you heal them, you have to attack and hit to do so. So you go up against somebody who's got like a fairly high defense value, you replace it, goes down to 14, then you roll for support, you get support, they heal, instantly once they heal their dial changes, everything's all the same, that doesn't count anymore, they're back up to where they were. So Betty Brant, 15 points. I think that's going on like every team I got now. I'm pretty sure. I think it's pretty great. Let me know what you think though. Please. Let me know if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not wrong. Anyway, thanks.